Hello and welcome to How Do People Make Pretty Cakes? I don't understand. It's really hard. Like, cakes which look like something else? I don't understand how people do that. I googled orca cake because I wanted to make a cake that looked like an orca or that had an orca poking out or something like that. And I think it would work with like a mirror glaze because I can do that. That's fairly easy. But I don't. And then I thought, you could make a sugar cookie and make it look like an orca. But I also know my failing ability, not my failing ability, my non-existent ability to make sugar cookies look pretty. Anyway, speaking of making it look pretty, I am trying to build a lake. Or a naturally looking lake, because I wanted to build a lake house because it is very, very warm, and I thought, man, how nice would it be to, be able to go vacationing at a lake house. So I wanted to build a luxury lake house in The Sims, which is still looking kind of rustic, because I always like when they look like cabins from the outside rather than the very modern build that you also sometimes see in like luxury lake houses. But first I try to make this pool look like an actual lake, which I'm not sure I succeeded in. I watched a lot of tutorials, but other people are like incredibly skilled in that, and I'm just trying my best. But it was kind of, I don't know, it was also kind of relaxing to just place rocks and trees the entire time. I should build a park. I thought about that, just building like a park or something, because I never really build anything that's not a house, like a bar or a cafe or a library or anything like that. I don't really build that. Like, it would be fun, but I also know me and I know that I tend to give up on bigger projects quite easily. I used to build way back before I actually filmed videos. I tried building a lot of like sort of apartment complexes, which would then have like a cafe and a bakery and like a spa and something underneath. And I just always gave up. So I'm not sure how successful I would be if I were to try it again. I also hope you can't hear my laundry machine. I tried recording before, or I tried recorded before and you couldn't hear it, but now it's making more noises. And I hope it's not too bad. Anyway, back to me placing plants and lots of flowers. I try to incorporate plants I thought you would actually find, because this build is done in I forgot the name. Granite folds? Yes, granite folds. Well, now my washing machine is going crazy. Fine, it's a very loud washing machine. Yeah, so this is built in granite folds, and I kind of like at some point I was like, okay, should I only use plants that you can find in granite folds? And then I decided not to, because otherwise it wouldn't look as colorful, and I wanted it to be purple, or mostly purple. I don't know why, just because I felt like it. So yeah, there's just me building a lake for a while. It was kind of nice to just place it all around and conceal the edges and kind of make it look natural. It will get changed a bit later on, like after I finish this lake, because I wasn't as happy with it. It still doesn't look natural, and it probably will never ever look natural, but that's perfectly fine. Also, I think since I filmed the last video, I've bought 4 new packs. So if you see me use different stuff than I did before, That's why. Because I finally got Get Together. Mainly for the reason that the sim I'm playing with, I wanted her to have her own like second-hand furniture store, and then I realized that I cannot make her have a second-hand furniture store because I don't have Get to Work. Because I don't have Get to Work, so I bought Get to Work because it was 50% off, and then I bought Moschino because of the windows. It has great windows, like guys, really, it has great windows and like 2 great jumpers. I haven't tried out the whole photography thing yet. I really should do that. Yes, what else did I buy? Oh, Spa Day. I bought Spa Day and Nifty Knitting. So yes. So this won't stay the way it is now. I also don't really know. I tried to make a platform and then I decided not to make a platform. And then I decided to make a platform. And in the end, I didn't really do a platform. But you will see. I change this quite frequently. Just because I wasn't happy with it, and then I walked away from it to kind of do something else. I wanted it to have like a little roof, like a sunroof, and then it looked silly because I didn't think it would fit into granite folds, and it was a whole thing, and I got annoyed by myself, with myself, and just, yeah. So I left it be, walked away, and built the house, and I wanted the house to be slightly raised up, just because I'm not very good at building with like terrain, like heights and everything. I find it really, really tricky. Also, this is me deciding that I want to build a parallel house because I thought that would be more fun. Then I realized that I didn't start it in the middle, so I will center this entire thing in a little while. Or, like, at least somewhat center it. Yeah, no, I really need to learn how to, first of all, roof better, because I'm very bad at roofing houses which are not a box shape. And I also need to learn how to build better with different terrain heights. Because I always, walk around in my town or where my parents live. Or yesterday I went on a day trip to like a national park, like 90 minutes out of the city. And I thought it's so pretty how houses sometimes, how they are built into the landscape. And I can't do that in Sims. And I'm not sure if that's because Sims restricts me or because I just don't know how to do it. So maybe I just need to watch a couple more tutorials on how to work with the terrain and everything. I also desperately wanted for there to be an upstairs, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I got really annoyed, and I didn't want to look up a tutorial because I was like, I've just watched tutorials about this, how can I not remember how to do it? And then in the end I decided to like reconstruct it a little bit and reconfigure it, and then I just have an upstairs, but just, yeah, kind of differently, because right now the roof is still going through and I did not want the roof to go through because it's kind of annoying. So I'm pretty sure I changed that up when I changed the roof. That's what I mean when I say that I'm really not good at working with roofs when it's not a box shape or an L shape. So yeah, I did want to use the what is it called? The solar panel roof, because I thought, I have them, why not use them? It might be kind of, if it's supposed to be a luxury lake house, which is kind of rustic but has been modernized and updated, it would be nice to have solar panel roof. I also added the windows to the inside because of the roof. Otherwise they wouldn't get any light in there, and I didn't like that. It was very dark upstairs, so I just wanted to add a couple more windows to sort of brighten it up. It's a very large cabin, so I end up having 3 bedrooms, or like a master bedroom, a bedroom for 2, and a toddler room. But this is well, as it is in Granite Falls, it is a vacation home and not like an actual house, but obviously you can use it as an actual house as long as you have a plot of land big enough. I don't really know right now which one I used, or the size of it. Also, I really wanted the kitchen to be upstairs, and then I changed my mind halfway through, and then I changed it back, and it was a whole thing. But I really wanted the kitchen to be upstairs because I thought that would be fun. Also because it's The Sims, and in real life if you had the kitchen upstairs, you would also have the dining upstairs. But I have dining upstairs later on and downstairs. I also don't know why I'm so bad at layouting houses. It's ridiculous. But I don't want the rooms to be box shapes, even though most rooms I'm familiar with are box shapes. My own isn't. Like this one I'm in is, but my bedroom isn't. I also wanted the kitchen to have sort of like a storage room underneath the attic, because I thought it would be fun. It also opened up the room a bit more and made it a bit brighter. And I really wanted to use that door from Eco Lifestyle. Just because, as I said, I sort of saw this as an updated or a modernized lake cabin, or a modernized large lake cabin. And that's why I kind of wanted it to have modern elements, but not too many. I'm not sure. I'm really bad with sticking to a style, so except if the style is modern, because then you just go for, grey, white, and squares, mostly. Obviously, I'm aware that that's not the modern architectural style. Anyway, this is where you see me coming back to it, and also rearranging the whole kind of circle thing, because I wanted to make a gazebo. So I looked at pictures of gazebo online, and I was like, yeah, I can do that. I don't know why I decided to make it a gazebo. I think I just lay in bed and I was like, yeah, it could be a gazebo. I don't know. Sometimes I don't question myself. I also wanted to make the pool a bit more lake-like. So I cut out a bit more and made it less square looking, because I thought it looked quite square. So I just, did a bit more pooling. Oh yes, and we're going to jump into the game at like the 30 minute and 40 seconds. And I hope you cannot hear my washing machine, because it's really loud right now. I don't know why I decided to start filming or to start recording the voiceover when I do my laundry. Don't know. I wanted to try to get like a cool bathroom sink. I haven't play tested anything, so I will do that after I record this. So I don't know if my weird sink, whatever it is, works. I'm hoping it does. I don't see why it shouldn't. But you never know with The Sims. Sometimes the weirdest things work, and sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't get why this doesn't work. But since this is like a sink inside a counter, with stuff in front of it. I'm not 100% sure. I also couldn't fit a shower into that bathroom, but fine. It's at the end of the world. There are, I think, 2 more bathrooms. So one of them has a shower. And that one just has a corner bathtub. Which, again, I have not playtested anything. It might change. I don't know. I guess we will see. Yeah, this one doesn't have a bathroom. It has the same sinks though. So the same things. The same sink as the one I sunk into the counters. Wow. That was tricky to say. Well, it probably wasn't. But yes. I didn't go for the like entirely 100% modern counters here because I wanted it to still be a bit rustic. And I really liked using that tiny like metal-ish side table because it reminded me of things you can pull out, and then there's like a spice rack, which is just like my dream cabinet. Like, yes, I'm that old that I have a dream cabinet. Well, honestly, my dream is just to have a kitchen that is not also my living room, but beggars can't be choosers. And it took me ages to find a cupboard that would make sense as like a kitchen storage, but also didn't clip through the roof. And yeah, I think it looks cool. I didn't decorate it very much because, again, this is supposed to be a vacation home, and vacation homes aren't all that personal all the time. So I figured it's fine if I don't personalize it all that much. So that, you know, when you come there as a guest, you can feel welcome, but not like you're in the presence of like someone else. No, that's wrong. So you don't feel like you're intruding on someone's private space. And that's more like it. I also swapped out the small windows, the wooden windows, as you saw me do, for the large clear ones. Again, to add a bit more of a modern element. And also because they brought in more light, and the upstairs was really dark because of the roof. So yeah, we are onto the master bedroom. I added a lot of closet space because why not? If you're there for a while, and if you're on holiday at your like luxury lake house, you do want to have room for all of your stuff. So I figured, why not? I think I put in only shoe racks, but that's fine. You can just imagine. I'm really missing one tile like wardrobes in Sims. Well, never mind. So this is going to be the like kid bedroom. I don't know, there's not much to say. I wanted it to be pink and green because pink goes well with green, and it always reminds me of Wicked, and that makes me happy. Slightly. Wicked also makes me sad, but that's in the nature of Wicked, I guess. So yeah, that's why I also chose to go for a second bed, to just kind of tie the colors in a bit more, and also to open up the opportunity for a family with more children rather than just 1 or 2 kids, because somehow my Sims usually end up having either no children or many children. Like my Super Sim, he has 2 sets of twins, and it was a mess when they were toddlers. Yeah, so they couldn't even stay there. But anyway, you saw me change my mind on the kitchen and then put it back because I thought about the fact that, you know, okay, if you have the kitchen upstairs but the dining downstairs, that's really inconvenient. Then I was like, yeah, this is The Sims. Half the stuff The Sims do is not convenient at all. I also really struggled with layouting the living room because I wanted it to have a fireplace. I wanted it to be cozy, and I also wanted for there to be a dining space. So it took me ages. You will see me rearrange it a couple of times. I think I'm pretty happy with the final layout. I think that works. I'm not 100% sure. I will playtest it. I'm pretty sure it works in like play terms. But it's just, yeah, I don't know what I thought when I layouted this room and when I did the blue plan for it, but yes, you will see me rearrange this a couple of times. I'm not even sure if I go for the same sofa or if I changed the sofa. But yeah, it took me a little while. Because I also thought if I put the dining room at the front, I'm not sure if the Sims can go through. Could I have potentially changed the look of the room and kind of rearranged the walls? Yes, I could have. Did I do that? No. Why not? Because I didn't think of it. So yes. But I think I'm quite happy with the final layout of it. At least I was satisfied enough to leave it alone. And most of the time that's more than I can ask for. So I also wanted there to be like a little bit of a feature, because otherwise the corner was so empty and I didn't just want to put like, I don't know, a bookcase or a plant in there. So I decided to make it like an indoor-outdoor feature. Pretend that it's modern again, to add a modern element. And then I thought about doing it on the other side and realized that that's a bathroom and maybe you don't want to have windows on every side of your bathroom. But yes, so the toddler also gets a room. I wanted to have a toddler room as well. Just in case, you know, someone has a toddler and wants to visit. Because oftentimes, you don't have designated toddler rooms, which is a shame. I also couldn't fit the dog bed in anymore, so I decided to leave the dog bed and not have a dog. Or, well, I mean, the dog can sleep on the sofa, that's fine. That's the handy thing about Sims. The dogs can just sleep on the sofa. I also learned how to make dog houses, because I don't know if you remember, but last time I struggled making a dog house because I used the medium height walls, and dog houses look stupid when you don't use the short walls. So I've tried doing it with other ways, and I looked up tutorials online and stuff. But I didn't build a dog house for this one. I built a dog house for my play family, which I never filmed because I lay on the sofa and play it on like half my screen, and on the other half I'm watching either YouTube or Netflix. I started, and it's not definitely not new. I just haven't seen it. I've started Sugar Rush because I adore baking and cooking competitions, because I will never be as good, and I think you can always learn something from it, especially from like baking failures, because they explain to you why you did things wrong and how you can make things better and how to like balance flavors. So that's mostly why I like watching them. I'm not a very competitive person, I think. Well, it depends. If you stick to the rules, I'm fine. If you don't stick to the rules, I get so annoyed. But yeah, so now I'm just going through and sort of decorating each room a little bit, adding more plants, of course, because when in doubt, add a plant. That's just Sims. Sims 101. When in doubt, add a plant. When in more doubt, add a rock. That's basically just Sims for you. I think I've said it before, like I don't know anyone in real life who has as many rocks as my Sims. And I always thought my family had a lot of rocks, because we had a lot of them when I grew up. Not so many anymore, but definitely when I was a child. My parents always had a rock in front of their bed, and I never understood why. And now that I'm an adult, I still don't understand. I should ask them. Why did you have a rock in front of your bed? Anyway. Enough about my home life. I think I accidentally Oh no, I understand what happened. I was so confused why I couldn't pick up the towels, the hand towels. It's because I accidentally flipped them. Ah, I need to remember to flip them back. I also hope you can't hear my washing machine. Also, I didn't add a laundry to that one because I remembered that you cannot use laundry on a vacation lot. Or at least when I did my 3-tile build in Salvadorada, they just didn't use the laundry, I think because it's a vacation lot. So this time I didn't add one. Yeah. Oh, I need to take a toddler with me. I need to find a family and take a toddler with me so that I can play test this with a toddler. Because otherwise it's all for naught, I'd say. So yeah, we've got about 4 minutes left of me just rambling and then me rambling while I show you the house. But yeah, I don't know, I quite like the build. I like that it is symmetrical, not parallel. I think I said parallel before, but I meant symmetrical. I also really like the flower thing, like the dried up flowers. I think it's pretty. And as I also said, it's not very personalized because it is a vacation home and because you're supposed to come in and just relax and maybe think it's slightly cooler than your own home. At least that's what I always hope to get out of like cool vacation homes. They are like slightly prettier than my own home. That being said, I usually end up in hostels because they are cheaper. And I travel by myself most of the time. Well, this year I don't travel at all because there's a pandemic. And I don't want to, go to an airport or something. Even though you could fly again. But no, thank you. I will stick to day trips. And go and see stuff that is like an hour and a half away from me where I've never been to or have not been to in a while. It's also nice. It has lots of lakes and rivers and trees and mountains, or well, mountains I think compared to like the south of Germany or the Alps, or it's just, you can't really call it mountains. I call it mountains because it's the only mountains I grew up with. They are mountains for me. But anyway, yes, so enough rambling about mountains and my vacation habits during a pandemic. I'm just kind of furnishing a bit more, and we've got about 2 minutes left before we jump into the game. I'm hoping everything works and I don't have to rearrange stuff. I did want to give them a bit of an office space, just because sometimes you need to sit down and write a letter to friends, to family, or do some work. Maybe someone wants to use this as a vacation home to write their new book or something, so they'd come there with their laptop and just set up station while the spouse and the kids are downstairs and playing. So that's just kind of what I thought. It's not really like a writer's retreat or anything, but it could be. It would be fun to go on a writer's retreat. I always wanted to go on a writer's retreat in like Norway. I don't know, it's a weird fantasy. Anyway, I'm just doing a bit of landscaping, adding a couple of more trees, doing the outside. I realized that I'm really bad at furnishing porches and terraces. I don't know why that is, but it's just not a thing. I also realized the swing would float, which is why I swapped the swing and the fire pit. Yeah. So, got a minute left. I don't really know what to say, just that I'm not good at furnishing the outdoors. And there's going to be a bit more landscaping, just to kind of get more dirt on the ground to show where people would track and where people would walk, because you always see that. like even with your best efforts, you always see where people go, and where humans are kind of leaving their mark in like a more positive way. Yeah, a couple more trees, and then we are about done. So this is the house, the final house, and I will leave you with that for like half a minute before we jump into game, and I will playtest it beforehand. Then yeah. Alright, yes, I remember I made skylights. So I will see you in game. Bye. Hello and welcome in game. I have playtested this and wanted to throw my cup against the wall because, well, first of all, the sink as predicted didn't work, so I kind of meddled around with that. And then they couldn't cook and I could not figure out why. I did everything, I tried everything, until I realized, oh, they cannot put the finished product anywhere because there's no free counter space. And I was like, Sims, why are you like this? Anyway, so let me give you a quick house tour. This is the house in all its rainy glory. This is my test family, Familie Blocksberg. So they are from like a German children's story. But yeah, let's get in there. I tried doing the tab mode. I'm still not good at it. So we will do it like this. So this is the little entrance hall. And immediately to your right, you have the bathroom, where I had to replace the sink, or the counter sink with this sink, because otherwise they couldn't wash their hands. And I'm like, okay, fine, let's do it this way. It's still like it fits the aesthetic, so I'm not mad at it. And yes, the towel hangs inside the sink. Let's just not talk about it. Yeah, other than that, it is a neat little bathroom with everything you need. Everything works. They can go to the toilet, they can take a bath, so that's all fine. And if we go out again, we can join Boris when he's like where he's playing with the dolls. We can try and go into tab mode. Here we go. So that's the kid. Hello, kiddo. And this is the dining area of it, of the living room, the like cozy nook area of the living room. And if we move around, there's the other doors, the hallway, and here is the sofa setup with the fireplace and the TV, and also the little indoor-outdoor space. This one. So yeah, moving on. We can go into... What are you doing, kiddo? He's washing the dishes. That's nice. Thank you. I don't know why you're washing the dishes here. But yes, so toilet, kid washing the dishes, simple bathroom because that's all we need in here. This is the kid's bathroom, or the kid's bedroom. So just really simple, fairly plain. Well, plain as in not personalized, because as I said, it's a vacation home. Try to tie in all the colors, the pink and the green and the blue, and a bit of white to counteract it. So just a nice, like, simple, tidy bedroom for the kids. And if we back out of here again, we can go into the toddler room. This family does not have a toddler, so I have not tried the toddler stuff. I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't, you can just move it over to the window. Then it should work perfectly fine. Because it's a very small and like slim, narrow room. But oh well. And moving on, we can go into the master bedroom, which I quite like. I like the colors. I like the layout of it. It looks cozy, but it doesn't look overly personalized. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it looks, honestly. There's a shoe rack and another shoe rack. We can just pretend that they are not just shoe racks. So there's someone sleeping. Barbara is sleeping, so we will leave her alone and go on to the upstairs, which, by the way, is much easier to show you when I'm not in this funky camera mode, because I cannot deal with it anyway. And the upstairs, because there's also roof, is just like sometimes tricky to navigate. So there's the bathroom. The kids can shower, or everyone can shower. It's easy. I can show you. Bibi, can you take a shower? That will be great. Yeah, see, there it works. We don't have to watch her shower. All of this works. So, you know, he can sit here. That's all good. I don't know where he is. Someplace. There, yes, he can sit here. He can sit here. And now they can actually cook and eat food. So that's great. Yeah, because the issue was that I had this like set of mugs on this counter, so they didn't have a full width counter. Sorry, they didn't have a full width counter on which they could then put the final product. Like, they prepared everything on here, or did they? I don't know. It was weird. Oh dear Jesus. But also, let me show you the little. It's not necessarily a storage room per se. It's just a. Well, it is kind of a like attic storage room here in there. I would have loved to build something in there, but I'm not very good at it yet. I will try, and then I can build like a bedroom in the attic. But up until then, this is all I can do without it clipping and me getting incredibly frustrated. Yes, so they can go swimming. I will not send them out swimming, but they can go swimming. So that's all accessible. I haven't tried out if they can actually sit here. Okay, Bernard. No, you need to eat. Barbara, can you go sit here? Is that a thing that can happen? Please. You cannot. Okay. Can you get to here? Is that a thing that works? Okay, so you can get to here, that's fine. Can you go sit here? Okay. Apparently not. We cannot do that. So, no worries. We will delete 2 of these. And we will delete 2 of these. And then we will shift those over. Maybe because I placed them with move object, it messed something up. Can you go sit there now? Can you go sit there now? Can you go here? Ah, okay. I see. The issue is that the slope is too steep, I guess. See, that's what I mean when I say I'm really not very well versed in how all of this works with the like terrain tool. So if I do this. Oh, where did it all go? What happened? Okay. Let me reset this here. Maybe it doesn't work because this isn't flat. Let me use this. Let me use this. Let me not smooth it, but maybe smooth it. Or maybe do I want to flatten it to a certain height? Okay, we will try again. I'm sorry, please bear with me. Comfort. Where are my chairs? I want these ones. Hello. Hello. Another one here and another one there. And then, oh, did I have these ones? I think I did, didn't I? No, I had the larger. Oh, I had these ones, yes. I don't know which color I had them. But here we go. And now I hope it works. It looks sort of messed up. It looks fine now, I think. Something's not right here. There we go. Okay, Barbara, can you sit here now? Is this now a thing, please? Oh, the freaking ranger! I swear, since I've started playing this and testing it, this is the 5th or 6th ranger. Okay, you can go here. Nice. Can you sit here? Yes! You can't sit around the fire. But that's fine. Can you light the fire? Yes. Cool. Can you sit here? You cannot. Okay, can you sit here though? See, I should have playtested this before too. But I didn't. Okay, so what we will do then, we will turn off move objects. Okay, did I do it? I didn't do it. Okay, it is turned off, and then we will see if these, because then they can click into place. Okay, you're kind of in the way, honey. Okay. Okay, yes. You need to go there. You need to go here. You go here. Oh, you're the wrong way around. No wonder she sat on you in a weird way. You know what, let me just delete this one. Okay, and this one was also not working. So why not go for this way? Here we go. Does this now work? Does it not work? Sometimes this game just fucks me up. I swear. Okay, but I feel like this should be fine now. Can you sit? Can you, please, can you sit? I know it's raining. I'm sorry, Barbara. Please. She can sit, so it's fine. Good. Good. Fine. We have done it, kids. We have done it. I'm calling you kids, I'm sorry. Some of you might be older than me. We've done it, pals. We've done it. So, here we go. This is the house. Still in glorious rain. With a skylight. And everything. And both rangers. Goodbye. So, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good summer day. It is 34 degrees here and I am dying. Yeah, again, thank you for watching. Stay safe and make good choices. Goodbye.